All right, welcome to Church Point High School in Church Point, Louisiana, your home of the Church Point Bears. Menard Eagles are here tonight to face the Church Point Bears tonight in a non-district contest against a 3A Church Point Bear team. Tonight your Eagles come into the game 5-3, and Church Point comes in with a record of 6-2. Church Point is a very good football team, folks, and we need to, don't worry about them. They're big, they're fast, and they're pretty young ball club as well. They're coached by Coach William Poole, and the coach Lee Belliard, the principal here at Church Point, has been very gracious enough. We actually had an opportunity to be over in the press box, and actually they have a double-decker press box, as you'll be able to see on camera. But we elected to come over here on the visitor side, and we got a good view here. We're pretty, high up as well. But I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Lee Belliard for giving us the opportunity, to live stream this game. Because a lot of, before we come down anywhere, we want to make sure that we do have permission, from them. And, he was gracious enough to give us that opportunity to do so. Tonight's going to be a great night. We're about 6 minutes before kickoff. We're about 30 minutes before kickoff, but tonight, instead of John being in the booth tonight, we're going to have Ryan with us, and we're fixing to send it down to Ryan get a few thoughts with Coach, as far as the keys to the game from Coach Perkins. So we'll be going on with him in here in just a few minutes. The Eagles come into the contest tonight ranked 13 in the power rankings as of tonight, and actually it's key tonight to get this ball game, because you're playing the 3A school, and if we get a victory tonight, it's going to bump us up, some even more points, because the top 16 in Division III Select will get a home game. So from here on out, between here and this week and next week, are crucial that we come down here, take care of business, and try to get that home field for round one of the playoffs. During the night. All right, we're ready to go down with Coach Perkins.
Up here.
Yep.
All right, guys, here we are. We're field side with Coach Perkins tonight. We're sitting on a Halloween night and a little bit cooler night than normal. And Coach, I know that it's cooler out here, but it seems like the boys are fired up and they're ready to go. Tell me your thoughts on what you expect out of these boys tonight.
Well, it's Halloween night, so we're expecting a tough Church Point team. We've preached this the whole week. They're one of the top teams in 3A, and we're stepping out of class a little bit on the road. But, we're pretty good on the road this year, and we have been in the past. So I think we're prepared. It's going to be a tough battle, I believe, tonight, but I think we might be ready to play.
That's right, Coach. So, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves right now here, but do we want to get the ball first, or do we want to go on defense first? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, they just asked me that. So I just had the official meeting with the referees, and if we win the toss, we're going to take the ball. So we want to go on offense first.
I like that. We can go on offense. We can set the pace. We can punch them in the mouth right out the get-go, and hopefully come out tonight with the W.
Absolutely. Like I said, road game against a really good team. It's going to be tough. Somewhere we haven't played in a long, long, long time. Our guys have never played here. It's been like since the early 70s since we've even come to Church Point. So, we're looking for a good game. It's a good community. They love football here. They got like 80 guys on their roster. So they must not have much else to do here in Church Point to play football.
That sounds good, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck tonight. And final word.
Go Eagles.
All right, Club. Thanks.
Thank y'all.
All right, great comments from Coach, and Coach was right. We were talking about it's a very good, Church Point team. This is really the only game in town here. So in here in a few minutes, we're fixing to take a break, and we'll come back with Ryan whenever he gets back up here into the booth with me, and we'll talk about some of the more of the key plays of the game, what we need to do as far as establishing ourselves early, especially because Coach said that if we get the ball, we're going to receive. So we're going to come right back in just a few minutes after a station break. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
All right, we're back. Welcome from the Trios press box via Church Point, Louisiana. Ryan, thank you for joining us tonight, bud.
Yeah, man. This game screams football, man. When you think of football, you think of this nicer, cooler fall weather.
Cooler fall weather.
And we finally made it to the fall season. It seems like.
You know, we're right here on Halloween. You brought up a good point with Coach. You know, tonight's Halloween, so you know a lot of stranger things can happen on on Halloween night. And one thing that I know we don't have, we can see the moon. We don't have a full moon, so in a way that's a good thing. But you know what, stranger things happen on Halloween night, and you know these Eagles are going to be ready to come out here and put on a show before these people down here in Church Point and let them know what Eagle football is up in Alexandria, that we can play football just as well as they can down here.
No, you're right, and by the looks of just the Menard crowd, right? We still have people rolling in right now, and you know, we're a team that travels pretty good, and tonight's tonight's the same thing, you know. So it is Halloween, but we still have a good little crowd, almost as many people as they have across the stands.
I tell you what, the Eagles have come down. You know, we do draw well, and we do support our kids, you know, and we got the drum corps here, the dance lines here, the cheerleaders are here. So, you know, we've got a big following over here, and we're excited to be down here in Church Point, you know. And
earlier, whenever we had some time to kill before the game, it was fun to go down on the field and throw the ball around a little bit. And the field is in pristine condition. It's nice, soft grass, so it should make for a good football game just because of that, too.
Yeah, he was sort of laughing. Coach Redmond was, talking on before the game. He was like, well, there's not any soccer down here because the field's in such great condition.
That's right.
Which it is. And I mean, you almost felt, we're walking on it, and a lot of us are in boots tonight, and you get on that field and it sinks. It's almost like a mattress pad,
Yeah, they're gonna be spoiled on some fluffy grass.
They're gonna be spoiled on some fluffy grass tonight. But what a beautiful night tonight. Not a cloud in the sky. The sunset's just over. We're sitting on the west side of the stadium, and we could see the sunset just off to our distance, and we got the moon right here next to us, and what a beautiful place here in Church Point.
Yep. This is my official first time to ever be in Church Point, so it was a nice little drive up here and kind of meander through a bunch of different areas that I've never been to before.
Yeah, and so like I said last night, I said when I go out of town, I said I want to find a good place as far as food. And there's a young lady from down here in Church Point who's on social media, Hal.
Cooking with Hal. And I've seen her come to this station right down the road, Votros. And so I go down and I get some boudin balls, and we all grab a little bit of things. And then I said I brought my little ice chest with me just to bring back some boudin balls and some homemade egg rolls and some regular boudin. Yeah.
So I get here earlier, and I talked to the principal here, and he goes, I went down to Votros, and he goes, did you get the boudin? I said, yes, sir, I did. He goes, that's the best. I'm
nice.
like, okay, if it's coming from Mr. Lee, who's been here for years as far as, food-wise, I said,
I did okay tonight.
Yeah, no, you got to get with the locals on the good local food. They'll always put you in the right direction.
I mean, yeah, we were looking at with Ryan. Ryan's with us tonight, and owner of the Three Potato More. So if you're back at home, go by and see Ryan and them at Three Potato More. Because nothing's better than locals. You can't beat your locals. I mean, every Wednesday night, we're at at Bricata's, for the coaches show on Wednesday nights, and so then we've got our title sponsor with Trios, and they're another locally owned business and a Menard alumni that owns it, and so it doesn't get any better than that.
Yep. So what other games are going to be highlighted tonight throughout Sinlaw?
Well, we got Ash is playing the Ouachita Parish Lions tonight. Pineville, I know they're playing Ruston, so Ruston's probably going to be a little PO'd after they what happened to them last week against Ash.
Yep.
And then over at Grant, as far as part of our 446 family, we have Grant's traveling to Tioga on senior night over there. So I know Buckeyes at home tonight against Marksville tonight. So a lot of local. I think we're about the only team in the Alexandria area that's actually that's traveling, any distance away.
Well, and this is that time of year to where these games start really meaning things, because the playoff is in the horizon right now. So all these teams are, playing for power points. They're playing for district games, and just like us, this isn't a district game, but this is an important PowerPoint game for us.
Exactly. I mean, because when you step up into, and I talked about it in the pregame, when you go into this time of year, most of the places that you can get those free PowerPoint websites, people are looking at those every 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
And I'm catching myself during the day looking at, I know there was an opponent of ours played last night. I said, did it help us any? So you go to between Louisiana Sports Line and you go to the LHSAA, you can pick up the power rankings. We're sitting at 13.
Sitting at 13. I think it's predicted if we come out with the W tonight, then I think we would be around the 10 area.
Right, and so you want to be in that top 16, because if you get top 16, you're going to get a home in round one.
Right.
And when you're at 16, you're playing that 17th, so you're playing someone that as far as number-wise are right there with you.
Yeah, they're on the edge too.
Right there on the edge too. They were on the edge as far as making a home field or not. So right now we want to come down here. Church Point's business number one, then we'll worry about Port Barry, after we take care of business here tonight.
Yep, and the Port Barry game is going to be on the Thursday instead of the Friday next week, so it'll kind of throw the rhythm off a little bit, but our boys are going to be ready to come out and play. It'll be our second Thursday game.
It'll be our second Thursday game, and like I said, we travel the last 2 games of the season will be on the road, and actually we're coming down to Acadia Parish is where Church Point is. If you know where Church Point is, you go to Opelousas, go west if you want to go that way, and if you want to go down Highway 13, you go to Eunice, and you come back east, and it's somewhere in between Eunice and Opelousas down here.
Yeah, the route we came, we just kind of meandered down a bunch of back roads, it felt like, and then before I knew it, I was turning into the school parking lot.
And we came down through Opelousas, and it was a nice ride. It reminds me a lot of where Landon's mama's from Kaplan, which is one of their Church Point's rivals down the road. But because you come through and you see all the sugarcane fields.
Yep.
So you're coming right through these sugarcane fields, and you meander, and instead of meandering down a river or a bayou, you're meandering around sugarcane fields.
That's right, ag fields the whole time.
So
looks like we got 13 more minutes before the game kicks off. So it looks like both teams right now are just kind of putting the final touches to the game plan on, resting a little bit.
And we're gonna go to a break and come right back, and then we're gonna get things started with the national anthem and the invocation. But you are watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
All right, we're back here from the Trios press box via Church Point, Louisiana tonight. So, you know, if you're in the area tonight or tomorrow night, get by Trios and, you know, let them know that that 446 sent you over there. And
yeah, well, you know, one of my favorite things to get at Trios is, well, first off, they make great cocktails. So
okay.
that's something that I typically start off with. And, boy, I tell you what, they got a great hamburger over at Trios.
That, you know, a lot of places you want to, if you can just find that great hamburger, you know, everything else is going to be good.
That's
but
right.
You know, when you really got it going is when you settle in on that hamburger.
They've got a very good menu, and I think I've tried about everything on there, and I love the hamburger. I love everything else, and the owner is a great friend of mine. He actually he and I played football together here at Menard, and he was the tailback whenever I was playing, and he was a phenomenal athlete.
And who was that?
His name is Matthew Lucano.
Matthew Lucano. Matthew, if you're listening and watching, you know, keep up the great work, and, you know, it doesn't beat locals.
That's right. Homegrown. He and his wife went on a limb and tried to do that. Not to cut us off, but it looks like we might be running out onto the field here in just a second.
I don't know whether we're coming out first or whether Church Point's going to be coming out. But it's, you know, starting to fill up. We got a great crowd that traveled with us. You know, I said that earlier, you know, and, you know, here comes the Bears from Church Point. You know, I mentioned it Wednesday night, you know, we were talking about the Bears. Their mascot is actually, here comes the Eagles right here.
Here they come.
Here they come.
I love the white on white uniforms.
White on white uniforms. You know, when I say white on white, I mean white on white. I mean white covers, white jerseys, white pants. And
yeah,
most of them have the white cleats on as well.
Yep, it also you know, you see all these players that, you know, it's chilly tonight, but a lot of the players are wearing long sleeves. But I guarantee you, after about probably the first quarter, you're going to start seeing a bunch of sleeves get torn off and rolled up, and well, gameplay is just going to induce that.
You know, we laughed last night when we were over at Wednesday night over at Bricata's for the coaches show. You know, we always notice about Sawyer Brown coming out, and he always has that pink shirt on, you know, during the month of October. And I said, Sawyer, you're going to do anything different? He goes, Mr. Robert, he goes, I may try something new. So he thought about coming out in a orange shirt tonight, but it may not have happened. But, you know, it was just a thought, because, you know, between Sawyer wearing the pink shirt and then
yeah, he's wearing gray tonight.
He's wearing gray tonight.
We should be able to pick him out a little bit better.
And, you know, Jack Simpson wearing his neon green cleats. You know, those were two of the easy ways to
pick out some players.
Pick out some players. I mean, I see Cutter Knoll. Cutter Knoll's one of our captains tonight. You know, along with
Jacob Janice
there, and Cutter's got his fluorescent cleats on tonight. So.
Yep, and Janice he's always got his right knee brace on, so he's always an easier one to pick out.
You know, and you talk about a very intense young man. I said he can, you know, when he puts that helmet on, it's all business.
Well, I think to date he's had 76 tackles this season. I think 16 of those are for a loss. So he's definitely one of the forces to be reckoned with on the defense over here.
You know, especially we always talk about Matthew. Matthew, you know, being a wide receiver. You know, we moved over to the defensive side of the ball. You know, early in the season, he's right around that 6 or 7 interceptions on the year, and so that's going to be pretty tops in this as far as statewide leaders as well as far as interceptions. You know, but 79 tackles from number 32 is pretty solid.
Yeah, He's got a high football IQ, and he plays outside linebacker, and they love to blitz him because he's fast, he's aggressive, and you're not usually going to juke him. He's a good enough athlete that he's going to make it happen.
Well, there was a coin toss, and it looks like Church Point won the toss, and they have deferred it, so the Eagles will receive the ball. And it looks like, if you're watching on the screen, the Eagles will be going from your right to the left. So actually, you know, where the stadium is actually we're going to be going north to south, you know, here.
Well, and that's what we wanted. We wanted the ball. We wanted a statement.
All right, we're going to go to the national anthem.
Yeah, much respect. A great rendition of the national anthem there.
By the Church Point, I'm going to call them the Golden Bears Band. So, you know, music is a lot of great bands down here in this part of the area. You know, we've gone to marching band festivals around the state in Lake Charles and Lafayette, and, you know, we've run across them a lot of good marching bands, and they take pride in that down here. It looked like the Eagles are going to be back. We got Cutter Knowles and T-Sam Bricata is going to be back deep to receive the opening kickoff here. So we're about ready to get this thing started, folks. And, you know, the Eagles are still slowly, you know, the fans are still coming in. You know, we've got a great crowd. We're surrounded by a great group of fans here tonight. So we're right in the middle of them.
Yep, I'm always reminded whenever kickoff time for a high school football game, just remember being on that sideline and having those jitters at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Menard Eagle Band doing their thing.
So it looked like we're just about a few minutes before 7 o'clock. We're going to get this thing started. Both teams are ready to go roll, and the white hat said, "Let's go." And here's the kickoff. Kickoff comes down to about the 15-yard line, picked up by Cutter Knowles. He makes a juke up the middle, and he's going to be tackled about the 25-yard line. So the Eagles are going to set up 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Great job by Cutter, picked up those about 10 yards on the return. The Eagles are going to come out with the Eagles are going to be coming out with 2 receivers on the far side and 2 on the near side. Look like he's going to anticipate a blitz here by one of the corners. Waiting on the signals coming in from Coach Ortiz here.
I do like how they moved to that the offensive play calling. A little bit of confusion to start the game off with.
Yeah, that's going to be a delay of the game on the opening kickoff, so that's going to move it back 5 yards to the 20-yard line. So it'll set up 1st and 15.
Same formation, shotgun.
Handoff up to Aiden Moran around the left side. Didn't look like he gained very much there. Maybe a pickup, maybe 1, maybe 2 on the play. So that's going to set up a 2nd down and 13. Maybe a yard.
That's what we're talking about, and getting these first couple plays out, get the jitters off of us.
Looks
like we're moved to a trips right formation here.
Right.
Or trips left.
Trips left formation here. Jake rolls out to your left side, sees Cutter in the flats.
He had him there for, I don't know if Cutter had much ahead of him, but he had him open there for a second, just kind of a little underthrown pass.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Church Point comes out and almost like a 3-man front, almost a 4-man front is, they'll creep that linebacker up as well, but they're pretty solid up on that, that defensive front.
Yeah, they got some big kids on the front.
Jake drops back. He's looking, sees Zach Dozad here and overthrew him here about the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down here.
Yeah, but that was a good little vision right there. Somebody was on him right there, but if he catches that ball, I think he's going to get a few more yards out of it. Maybe not enough for the 1st down, but getting there.
4th and 14. 11-11 to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, when you're backed up like this, it's so important to get that punt off good.
Exactly, Jake's done a good job on that all year. Got another great punt.
Beautiful punt.
Beautiful punt. Brings it back to about the 35-yard line. Picked up by number 13. He's got around the left side. He's got a little bit of room there. And he's going to be knocked out about the 20-yard line.
Yep, by Jake Vaughn.
Vaughn, he saved a touchdown there. Great punt by Jake that drove him back, to about the 40-yard line.
Yep.
And that's where Church Point will set up on the 22-yard line.
I hate to give them so many yards on their first offensive package here.
Right. Church Point comes out with 2 receivers on the near side. Handoff up to the middle to number 23, and he gains about 3 or 4 on the play. That'll set up a second and 7. That was
How's Buller in on the tackle?
Branson Buller on the tackle. This is a Church Point team that's very young. They dress out about 70 kids. For such a small school, that's a lot of kids. In this area that are out here playing ball. Wide receiver in motion. Quarterback keeps it.
Got him pinned up in the backfield.
Pick up in the backfield and got a missed tackle, and he goes around the right side. Looked like he's going to go in for a touchdown. Touchdown Eagles. Touchdown Bears.
Yeah, a couple missed tackles there. We had him pinned up in the backfield. He
had him pinned back here about the 20.
He was kind of tiptoeing around, and I think he found a little gap right there. And when he found it, he just ran right down the sideline. And it looks like they're a kicking team here, so they're going to go for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion, which we haven't seen a ton of this year, to be honest with you.
So that's 10-16 to go in the first quarter. Church Point up 6-0, pending the extra point. The kick is up and it's good. 7-0 Church Point with 10-16 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a break and we're going to come right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
All right, we're back. 10-16 to go in the first quarter. Church Point takes an early punt, goes down, and 2 plays later they go in for a touchdown. Kickoff comes up a little bit short to Cutter Knowles. He's going to take it about the 20-yard line. Comes back up the middle. Got a little bit of a room here. And he's keep pushing. Great return back up to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's what you get with Cutter, because he comes in with a head of steam.
He does. He found a little bit of a seam right up there in the middle, and he was just 1 or 2 tackles away from breaking this sucker. And Cutter gets in the open field, and not many people are going to catch him.
Yeah, Cutter's a 4.6 40 runner, so he's going to be tough to catch on something like that.
So the Eagles are going to come back out with 2 receivers on the far side with Matthew Hicks. Matthew Hicks and Cutter on the others on the far side, and Zach Dozot here. Hands off up to Aiden Moran up the middle. He's going to be stopped right back at the line of scrimmage for no gain there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Looks like Gage Wright getting up a little bit slow, but I'm sure he'll be able to shake it off.
Two receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Snap to Jake, he rolls. Got Sam Ricotta down in the flats. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play, so that's going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I always like when we run those in motion dump passes like that.
Almost get him right down in the flats, and
positive flow here. Let's keep that momentum going. Get us first down here.
Three receivers on the near side here. Jake takes snap, ball, high snap, and he is going to go down about the 35-yard line. Looked like he'd lost his footing there.
Yeah.
And
I was kind of worried about that because that grass is so soft.
It is soft.
That it's just a lot of padding on it.
And we had some rain that came through this week, and it is looked like it is a little soft because we were talking about it earlier, and you can see where the just a little bit of the footing has been out there. So Jake's gonna be back to punt, fourth down and about 12 with 8:52 to go in the first quarter.
Good snap.
Another good punt by Jake. He's going to come down about the 35-yard line, take a Church Point bounce, come back about the 38-yard line. We're going to come right back. 7-0 Church Point, 8:41 to go in the first quarter. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports. All right, we're back, 8:41 to go in the first quarter. Church Point Bears up 7-0. First and 10, Church Point. Handoff up the middle to number 7. It's going to be wrapped up by Jacob Janice and Brooks Juno. They're on the play.
Yep, I saw Coach Sam talking to the defense when the offense was out there, maybe trying to regroup or get people back in the right position there after that last series. So hopefully we can get that part fixed up.
2nd and 4. Church Point comes out with 2 receivers on the far side. Quick pass over the middle, overthrew the attending receiver number 13 for Church Point.
Yep. Looks like Wyatt Hayward was there to meet him.
Why we were talking about, tackles, earlier as far as, Jacob Janice, but, Wyatt Hayward's up there right with him, and, Wyatt's had a great year. One person I want to, throw and we talked about earlier before the game start was Peyton Procell. Peyton's done a phenomenal job as a sophomore, up on that defensive line, and, he just goes out there and battles and battles and battles, and
yeah, you don't get very much love when you're in the trenches like that.
Exactly. Quick pass to number 17 in the flats, goes around the left side to number 19, Brooks. And he puts on the Jets.
Oh, Brooks saved that touchdown.
Saving tackle, but it looked like we're going to have a flag back here. And that could possibly be a holding on the outside if you were asking me.
Yeah, probably so. But I will big shout to Brooks on that play.
Right.
He dove out there and knocked him off balance there. Yep, looks like it's on them, so they're going to back him up.
And we're sitting up here in the stands. Great view from where we're at. And I know Mr. Austin Parr's daddy's right here next to us over here in the corner. And, that's another young man that's played a heck of a season, so far for the Eagles is Austin Parr. One of, number 7 out there. All right, 3rd down and 11. So big down right here for the Eagles. We can get a stop here. We get the ball back. Here comes
Janice after him.
Janice after him. We got a little pass in the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hit him a little early.
Hit him a little early.
And the sad thing is it was over his head too.
It was over his head. I don't think he would have caught it either.
But Janice was hot after him.
Janice was hot after him there.
That would have been a huge tackle for a loss right there. And we were just talking about him having 16 tackles for a loss. That would have been number 17 on the season.
Exactly.
So they're going to get the first down.
That's going to get the first down there.
Looks like they're at about the 41.
About the 41. We're just a little bit. We're set up with the camera-wise about on the 45-yard line. So it looked like they're about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7:29 to go in the first quarter. Quarterback steps back almost like he was going to go to an option play.
And he's met.
He met with we forced it to the outside. We stayed in our lanes. We forced it.
Hicks and Hayward in on the stop that play. And actually, it looks like they lost a yard.
Probably lost a yard. It almost looked like they were going to come out with a play-action pass and step back and throw it, and they almost went into an option there.
Little defensive change. Looks like Jack Simpson in for Hayden Kidd.
going to set up 2nd and 11, 6:59 to go in the first quarter. Church Point up, got a little blitz coming up the middle by
And
Janice. He met up quick.
Initial hit was by Hicks. Slowed him down a little bit. He got a couple yards after the hit right there. And then a swarm of Eagles in on him after that.
And they got 23. They got some kids that, some elusive, backs. When you get them, one person's not going to get them down, so we're going to have to, wrap them up and get them down because they're continuing to, move forward, and we just can't give them any more than what they, when we get that initial.
Yep, this is a big play, third and long for him. So,
all right, number 17 throws out in the flats, almost. He's going to be close to a first down there.
Yep, I think they're giving him the first.
Just a quick pass out. And,
I don't know if I like the spot, to be honest with you.
No, I think he was.
I thought it was a little bit closer than that, but we'll just take what they give us right now.
Church Point comes out with 2 receivers on this near side. Looks like they're changing their formation. Handoff up the middle to number 23. He's got a big hole, and like I said, you got to put a hat on him, and he's going to be tackled down at the 15-yard line
by number 7. He kind of helped save that.
Austin Parra there.
Looks like a blitz.
Almost like a blitz. Like he's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Yeah, I saw T-Sam come and shoot through the gap right there, so they were expecting something up the middle, it looked like.
Clock continues to run, 4:54 in the first quarter. Church Point up 7-0.
Menard cheerleaders doing a good job of trying to rally up the fans tonight on this cooler Halloween night.
Any night's a cold night for me, guys.
Yeah, I see you bundled up.
I got 2 of them on tonight.
Jack Simpson
Jack
almost
Simpson
there. Ball is loose.
Ball is loose.
T-Sam's got the ball, and he is at the. He's at the 50, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and it's like a big Menard touchdown.
Eagles touchdown. T-Sam Mercado on the interception after big, heavy pressure by Jack Simpson there.
Jack Simpson came in, and then Janice came in, knocked the ball. T-Sam was in the right place at the right time, and he caught it, didn't look back.
One thing we need to, what a huge play, big momentum swing right here, Ryan, because, we were down 7-0. They were going in to punch it in for possibly, could have punched it in for another one. But we put some pressure on the quarterback. He makes an ill-advised throw to their receiver, and we got it tipped. T-Sam takes it to the house for about 80 yards.
Wow.
That looks like a great Southern Air cool play of the game right there. Jude made on for the extra point. And it's up and it's good. And folks, we got a brand new ball game right now. Brand new ball game.
Hey, that's one of those plays right there that can bring the offense back to life, that can get the defense pumped back up.
And you're right. And we're going to go to a break. We're going to come right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and
All right, we're back. Big interception by T. Sam Bricata, takes it to the house for about 80 yards, makes it a 7-7 ball game.
Oh, man, and just like we were talking in the break right there, that is a momentum swing right there.
About a 14, I look at it as a 14-point swing right
Absolutely.
here. Absolutely. You know, give a shout-out to
Hayden Kidd with the kickoff right there.
Comes down
Beautiful kickoff.
Beautiful kickoff.
Oh, and they fumbled the kickoff.
Oh, it's still live.
And Menard he's on his tail.
Oh, there's a block in the back.
Block in the back
There's
to number 41.
They're going to bring all this back.
Absolutely.
Tackled by Brooks Juno down here. I mean, he looked like right here.
Yep, that was definitely a funny story. That's my son right there that got blocked in the back, and it looks like he slid about 10 yards on that block.
That would be Luke Bricata.
That's right, Luke Bricata.
That's right, folks.
So they're going to back that up pretty good ways right there.
That's going to be inside the 10-yard line. But we got some early scores. Tioga's up 14-0 over Grant, and Ash is up 7-0 over Washita right now. You can catch those scores on our Sadler scrolling scoreboard, you know, and also we have the Wireless Eye and Associates scoreboard. So that's going to be a big penalty. We know it's going to be, you know, a big block in the back they had right here in the middle, and I know I got a little.
What is that? Is that a spot foul?
Yeah, you know what?
That's where we need John Wolf to help clean up some of those rules.
Yeah, exactly.
But I tell you what it's going to do. It's going to take away, it looked like he got about 30 to 45 yards on that run. It's going to back that up, and it looks like they're on about, the 5-yard line?
About the 5-yard line. You know, great kick by, you know, Hayden, you know, pinned him down here, and he drops it, and he just like, okay, he didn't know what to do with it, you know?
Yeah, no, he was shocked that he dropped that ball, and then he kind of started backpedaling. But here we are on defense now. Let's see if our defense can't hold them, pinned them back there.
1st and 10, Church Point.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Tackled by Brooks.
Yep, Brooks met him right there in the middle. Look, for Brooks being a small kid, he is not afraid to go anywhere.
No, he's not.
That's what coaches love, is especially a smaller kid like that. He plays like he's 6 foot, 200 pounds.
This brings up a 2nd and 1, 3:29 to go in the first half. And we'll get some more shout outs to our sponsors that's made this possible, you know, here in a moment. Hand off to number 23, goes right around the left side. He may have picked up maybe one there. It doesn't.
Yep, I don't know if they gave it to him.
He may not even gotten it there.
So this is going to be another
third down.
Third down.
Great stop.
Because we've got them pinned back on the about the 20-yard line. A little bit further.
About the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
About the 15-yard line.
Big defensive play right here. I know they love to run that big kid up the middle, but all receivers are out. Nobody in the backfield except the quarterback.
Handoff to number 13, goes right up the middle. He's got a little bit of a room. He's going to be tackled. It looked like it's Brooks Juno.
Yep.
Yeah, Brooks Juno. Brooks got on him and tackled him about the 30-yard line. So he picked up about 16 yards on the play. So with 28 to go in the first quarter, Menard 7, Church Point 7. Tonight, we're up in the bleachers, and we got Landon actually can listen to us on the phone. I mean, on the headsets tonight, and he hadn't been able to do that all with us all year. But I'm glad he's able to listen to how the broadcast goes with us. Sets up 1st and 10, Church Point from the 30-yard line.
Looks like a stunt coming from T-Sam.
T-Sam would look like
maybe a false start.
Maybe a false start. Offsides.
Yeah, Robert, kudos to these guys for getting here early and helping getting all this equipment set up so we could do this broadcast seamlessly.
God, we had it easy because all we did was go on the football field and start throwing football, and these two kids were up here just, setting all this equipment up. Before you know it, they're down there throwing football with us.
Yeah, look, I saw from the beginning there's too many wires for me to be plugging things into, so I'm glad they took it over.
1 wire hookup, 2 wire mess up. and I'm in trouble. Handoff number 23 goes
In the
around the backfield. It's going to be there was
Janice.
There was Janice, and then Peyton Procell was there as well. It's going to be set up a second. Lost you get 2nd and 6 on. .117 to go in the first quarter. Game starting to roll on right by.
Yep, but like you said, we're tied up right now, and they were driving on us, so I'm happy right now.
Hand off to the big fella. It looked like he kept it.
Triple option again.
Triple option again to number 17.
Hayward pushed him out of bounds there.
Pickup of about 20 on the play. He sort of faked me out as well because I thought he gave it up to number 23, and he kept it almost like a triple option there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Church Point from the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it seems like if they're getting around on the outside right there, they're going to get a few more yards right now. So something to be looking at. And I'm pretty sure Coach Sam is looking at that and seeing it and going to correct that.
Quarterback keeps it up the middle.
Jack Simpson
on the stop there. Pickup of about 3 on the play. Second and 7. This is probably going to be about the last play before the end of the first quarter. $18 seconds to go.
Loose ball.
Loose ball.
They were definitely not on the same page, and we kind of we saw it a little too late there. Quarterback was not ready for the snap.
So that's going to be the last play before the end of the first quarter.
Yep, they lost 5 yards on that.
7-7. We're going to go and we'll come back and start the second quarter. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Lori even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service.
All right, we're back. Start of the second quarter. Game tied 7-7. We got a quarterback drops back. Number 17's under heavy pressure. He steps up and is sacked.
Big tackle by T-Sam.
By T-Sam there.
Man, did we need that. Now we got them backed up 4th and 15?
4th and 15.
It looks like their punt team's coming out.
Big stop by T-Sam right there. Quarterback drops back, steps up, and Sam tackles him for a big loss on 3rd down. Brings on their punt unit. He's standing about the 42-yard line.
Yep, it looks like we're not even going to try to recover the punt. A lot of times when you get backed up like that, you just maybe let it go.
Good punt by Church Point, and they're going to down that thing inside about the 5-yard line. So that's where the Eagles are going to set up. We're going to just stay right here, about a 45-yard punt. It nails it in within the 5-yard line. It looked like, we must have seen something because, we didn't have anybody back, and you know that young kid's got a pretty good leg, and probably a lot of times whenever he's in that distance, you know, a lot of them are carried on into the end zone.
Yeah, look, I'd like to on this drive right here. I think it'd be nice to see a couple big chunk plays happen
chunk plays.
here.
We need to get out of this end zone here. First and 10 from the 5-yard line. Jake takes a snap and goes up the middle. Got a little bit. He may pick up maybe a couple on the play there.
Yep, kind of met with a wall of black.
Looked like Cutter Knoll may have lost his helmet there, so he'll come off, and we'll have someone going into his place. And it was that Bo Broussard will be coming in for him.
Yep, and that's just a safety rule right there.
Safety rule right there.
Make sure that all your buttons are on and all your padding's on the inside if a helmet comes off.
Going to set up a second and about 7.5. Handoff, direct snap to Aiden Moran up the middle. He's going to pick up another, 2 or 3 on the keeper. So that's going to bring up a third down with 10:21 to go in the first quarter. Cutter Knoll comes back in. About a third and four, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we hadn't passed the ball very much yet tonight.
No, we haven't. Got Matthew Hicks on the near side. 21-0 Tioga over Grant. Jake takes snaps, goes right around up the middle, and he's going to be met with probably no gain on the play. Look like now it's going to be a fourth down.
Yep, that's why it's important to get some positive yards. Now we're punting from the end zone right now, so we hadn't had too many issues with the punt snaps, but you never want to be standing in your end zone when you're about to punt the ball. Clock is ticking pretty fast. It's like we made through that first quarter in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? So the game's moving along. Still tied.
Still tied 7-7. Jake punt, low punt. It looks like it's going to go out about the 45-yard line. We're going to go to a break and we're going to come back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view.
I can't even get. All right, we're back. I'm sorry. 9:03 to go in the first half. Try to get some more sponsors in here for making this possible. Handoff to number 23 up the middle, and he's tackled. Looked like by T-Sam. That T-Sam Mercado there. A few shout-outs to some of our sponsors: BU Designs, Premier RV Boat and Storage, Jason Hawk State Farm, the LaLove Group, Real Estate Services, Richard Stock State Farm, DK Distributors, Doug Young Nursery, and Quibido's Cajun Cafe. 8:33 to go in the first half. 2nd and 4 for Church Point. Quarterback drops back. He sees nothing. He takes off, goes right around the right side. Looked like he's going to be enough for a first down. Going to pick up about 6.
Yeah, their quarterback made a very quick. He saw a big, nothing but a wall of white right there, and he just reversed the field, and there was no Eagles on that side of the field right there. They were ready for him, but they weren't ready for him to go the other way.
That's going to set up a second. He's going to set up a first down. Church Point from the 31-yard line, or 34-yard line, excuse me. 7:49 to go in the first half. Quick out to number 13, out here on the hash mark. He's going to pick up for probably another first down there. Tackled by Jack Simpson
and Hayward.
Simpson and Hayward again.
Yeah, that's that little play that keeps working us over pretty good right there.
quick pass out into the flats and let their wide receivers do the rest of it. Clock continues to run, 7:18 to go in the first half. 7-7 is your score. Quarterback drops back. He's under a lot of heavy pressure.
Oh, Janice in on the big tackle.
Big tackle by Jacob Janice.
Yeah, but there was a lot of Eagles around him right there. Jack Simpson was right there, and who was that? Looks like maybe Sawyer Brown.
Sawyer Brown was in there with him, so that's big loss on the play there.
Yeah, they slowed him down, and Janice kind of cleaned it up right there. You know, it's important that the defense can get the ball and hold the ball and help give the defense a bit of a break.
Exactly. It's one of these games tonight, Ryan, we may be getting home before midnight, my friend.
Yeah, well.
Here we go. Quick hitter number 7.
Big hit right there.
Big hit by Hayward again. Looked like someone's going to be injured for Church Point on the play.
Yeah, I think that's number 7, the guy that was carrying the ball. He got hit pretty hard right there.
We're going to just state it right here. Number 13 was able to get off without any assistance. You know, a couple more of our sponsors, Wallace Eye and Associates, you know, brings our scoreboard. You know, Trios, Firehouse Subs, the official sub shop of 446 Sports, and our title sponsor, Explore Alexandria Pineville. Go to their Facebook page and you'll see a lot of great things that are going on, in our area for things you want to do on the weekend, weekday. Quarterback drops back, number 17. He's under a lot of pressure. Looked like a middle screen up the middle to number 23. Goes around the left
Hayward
side.
And who's that right
Austin
there?
Parra
Yep,
there
Austin
on the tackle. Looked like we got a flag back here about the 35-yard line. Maybe in the area of holding, especially on that middle screen that they were trying to set up.
Yeah, that, or sometimes you'll get an ineligible receiver downfield. People start to kind of break off a little bit early.
It was a holding, but you're right, Ryan. I was about to say the same thing because you and I are thinking the same thing here on this, because I was thinking had to be holding her ineligible receiver downfield when you're trying to hold, that O-line, that O-line down, and sometimes that play develops a little bit slower than those linemen, because those linemen are taught, I guess they're based on a count, and so those things happen. So that's going to set up a 3rd and long here. This is a big play right here with 5:37 to go in the first half. Menard Eagles 7, Church Point Bears 7. Quarterback rolls out to his left side. He's looking. He's under heavy pressure. Picks up, and he's got a little bit of room there. Chased out by Matthew Hicks there.
Yeah, he definitely didn't get enough on that.
Didn't get enough on that one.
That's going to bring up 4th, and I don't know how strong of a leg their kicker has, but we'll see what they decide to do on this. Yeah, looks like
it may have been the quarterback that got when he got shoved down, by Matthew, that may be the one that's injured on the sidelines. Because that's number 17, if I'm correct. When he got shoved out, I have not seen him, pop back out.
No, I think you're right. They're spending a little bit of time on the sideline over there, looking at something we can't hardly see because we're completely across the field from them.
Great, beautiful facility they have here at Church Point, a double-decker, press box.
Yeah, it looks like these stands are almost brand new.
They're almost brand new. We did hear that they were brand new, stands here. So it's a beautiful little, small town football facility here. All right, here we go. We got another quarterback, number.
And we are still 4th and long.
We got 4th and long. It looked like Church Point's going to take a timeout there, and we're going to go to a break and come right back to you. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got
All right, we're back. 5:13 to go in the first half. Your Menard Eagles 7, Church Point 7. Look like they were trying to bring number 17 back out, on this play, but he has to, since we had an injury timeout, he's got to stay out one play, is what the white hat's trying to say. You can't have a.
Yeah, just because you call a timeout doesn't mean that he can come back in after the timeout. He's got to sit out one play.
And I don't think a timeout counts as a play, but John Wolf would know if that was correct or not.
John's calling the game tonight, isn't he, at Ash? Well, maybe maybe we misspoke. 17's back out.
But yeah, John's out of town tonight, so we'll have him back next week at the coaches show on Wednesday night, and we'll be back out on Thursday night next week when we travel down I-49 again to Port Barry. To play the Port Barry Red Devils.
Red Devils, okay.
The Red Devils there. Most of you know where Port Barry is. Take that 190 off of Opelousas and head toward Baton Rouge. So still a little discussion on what's going on here. Number 17 for Church Point is back. 4th down in about 15. Snap by number 17. He's looking across the middle, and no flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be Menard's ball.
We're going to turn over downs there, intended for number 19 with Brooks Juneau, on the coverage there, so that the Eagles defense comes up and holds them here. So we got about 5:05 left to go.
What a big play right there on the defense to put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback, make him throw not a great pass there, and get the ball on turnovers.
I didn't know whether they were going to call pass interference on that play or not, but hey, that's good for us.
Yep, no complaints.
No complaints from here. So that's going to set up a 1st and 10 Eagles with 5:05 to go in the first half. Ball settling in on about the 27-yard line. Jay keeps the ball up the middle. He got tripped up, and I don't know whether he got tripped up or whether he just got his feet tangled up in the grass.
Yeah.
So, he's going to pick up about 2 on the play, and the clock continues to run.
Yeah, well, we got a ball game. We're less than 5 minutes left in the first half here, 7-7, and Menard's driving, and looks like the Eagle defense is stopping them right now. So if we can put together a positive offensive drive here, then we'll be on the right side of the scoreboard.
The snap by Jake could look over the flats over to Cutter Knowles, and he just overthrew him here.
Cutter had a lot of field.
He had a lot of field here, and we also had,
looks like Jake had a little bit of time right there. If he could have settled down right there, made a good pass right there, I think we would have the first plus a little bit more because there wasn't anybody around him.
So, here we go with 4:29 to go in the first half. Sam's in motion. Jake drops back. He sees the scene. He's looking and nowhere to go with that. And he overthrows Zach Dozad on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. At halftime, when we're going to, we'll talk about a little bit about the first half. Then we're going to, the Golden Eaglettes will be performing at halftime. So we'll have all that, and we'll also have the Church Point marching band. So during that time you can take a break, and then we'll get ready to come back. At the second half. Jake's dropped back to punt. Punt by Jake, great kick, drives him back down to about the 33-yard line, picks it up. And he's tackled there at about the 30-yard line. Another great high.
Looks like Cutter was the first one down there, probably tripped him up a little bit, and then a bunch of Eagles swarmed on top of him.
So Church Point's going to set up 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line with 4:16 to go. In the first half, it'd be a good time to get another great defensive stop, get a fumble, before half, because I know Church Point gets the ball. They deferred, and they're going to get the ball at the start of the second half.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, turnover would be good on our half of the field right here. The Eagle defense has been strong all year. Tonight's been no
number
exception.
23 up the middle, and he's got some room. And he's going to be tackled right there at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Brooks Juno and Hicks in on the tackle there.
And Wyatt Hayward as well.
Yep.
Got another updated score, 14-3 St. Thomas More over Turlings. And Ash is up 14-0 in the second quarter over Ouachita Parish. You can catch all those scores on the Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard down at the bottom of our screen. Number 17 is back to pass. He's under a lot of pressure. He's got number 13, and he connects with number 13 down to the 20-yard line.
Looks like Austin Pear kind of shake off a leg injury there.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to catch that ball, to be honest with you. I think that
ball hung up there a lot, Big play by Church Point. Hand off to number 23 up the middle, and he's got a lot of room right there, and he is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like we called a blitz right there, and he got behind the linebackers and just kept going.
So that makes the score, pending the extra point, 13-7 with 3:06 to go in the first half.
Looks like Pear is going to come out and try to shake off whatever kind of leg injury he had from that big pass play a little while ago.
The snap. And he missed it. No good. So score remains 13-7. We're going to take a break and come back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports. All right, we're back. Church Point just scored, makes the score 13-7, 3:06 to go in the first half. Cutter Knowles, Sam Picada back deep to receive the kickoff from Church Point. Kick comes down to the near side, received by Cutter Knowles. He takes it back up the middle, got a little bit of a room, and he's going to be tackled back up about the 29-yard line, where the Eagles will take.
Yeah, I'll take a return like that.
I'll take a return like that.
Good positive yards right now. Look, 3 minutes left. We got to put the ball in the end zone right here. If we can do that, we can actually be up a point, pending a good extra point right here. And somebody we haven't targeted yet tonight would be Hicks.
Matthew Hicks.
We know he's tall, he's fast, and he's a playmaker.
Jake drops back. He's under heavy pressure. Number 1 got Aiden Moran down in the flats. Picks up nice gain. Tackled about the 44-yard line for a first down. Great job by Jake there.
Yeah, it looks like their cornerback blitzed right there, and it left that side of the field just kind of wide open. It was a good call play by Coach Ortiz on that.
Jake Chape snap goes up the middle. He's going to be met by a wall of Bears there. No gain on the play, so that's going to set up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and I think we still have all 3 timeouts. Am I right?
Right.
Yep. So we can use them if we need them.
.2:11 to go. Jape drops back. He sees Matthew Hicks down here. Kicked for a reception about the 49-yard line. So that's going to set up about a 3rd and 5.
Yep. It was kind of a low pass.
Pass.
Hicks fell straight to his knees on that.
1:49 to go in the first half. Church Point up 13-7. Jake rolls back around his left. He looked across the middle. Oh, he had Matthew Hicks and broken up at the last minute by one of their linebackers who dropped back into coverage. So bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, what, did you got to go for it or what?
You know what?
Play it safe.
I think, the way Jake kicks the ball.
Yeah, the way our defense has been playing.
We can, get them back down in here inside the 20-yard line. I don't think you want to give up that much field position when you got someone like Jake, as far as, you can put that ball, down there.
Yeah, they got an empty backfield right here too. So, someone's coming out right now to receive the punt.
So he's down about the 15-yard line. Great high kick by Jake, and it's going to go out of bounds about the 22-yard line.
That's a great punt right there, because kicked it away from their returner right there, kicked it out of bounds. Good long punt right there.
Great hang time as well,
right.
Because that allows your coverage team to get down, So
and they're on the 22-yard line now with the 1 and 38 seconds left in the half. They're going to get the ball back. So if we can put a big statement up right now just to hold them, coming right back, defense coming right back after halftime here. It's going to be important for us.
Had to step down a step. It's been a comfortable night. I got to stretch my legs a little bit. All right, Austin Parr is back out on the field. Quarterback drops back. He's under heavy pressure by Sawyer Brown. Looks across the middle. Almost interception by
Hicks.
Matthew Hicks.
Clock's going to stop on an incomplete pass.
Exactly. 1:32 to go in the half. Church Point up 13-7.
And Church Point has used 1 timeout, so they have 2 left.
It's one thing about the scoreboards. A lot of these scoreboards don't tell you how many timeouts you have left on the 2nd and 10. Church Point on the 22-yard line. Quarterback drops back under heavy pressure. Looked like a middle screen. Caught by number 13. And he may pick up about 10. And that's going to be enough for a first down with 1:22 to go, in the first half.
Yep, clock's going to start pretty quickly here.
Quick pass out to number 13. Look like he's going to go out of bounds.
Yep, didn't get too many yards, but did get the clock to stop right there.
He may have actually lost a yard on that play.
Yeah.
So with 1:02 to go, in the first half, it'll be set up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 10, so it was no gain on the play. Good pursuit by the Eagles defense there on that quick pass, which they've been throwing a lot. They've been throwing that quite a bit tonight. Church Point comes out. They got 3 receivers over on the far side. Quarterback drops back. He's looking. He's under a lot of pressure again. He takes off and he's going to run.
A lot of open field
there.
Going for the ball.
And that's going to be a good tackle there by Austin Parr there in the open field there. That'll stop the clock. That's a very difficult tackle to make when you're in there. You're on the island by yourself right there. And Austin,
big open field.
Big open field with the quarterback can run. So 1st and 10, Church Point Quarterback drops back. He throws. He's got a receiver down in the flats. He's going to pick up for about 2 on the play.
Yeah, we're getting pretty good pressure on the quarterback.
Getting good pressure on the play, and that's going to set up 2nd down. With 38 seconds to go, and Church Point is on the 45-yard line, so they've got about 55 yards, from the end zone. Quarterback drops back. He's got pressure. He's under pressure. He's under.
That's Cooper Sullivan there, hot after him.
Hot after him. Quarterback runs out of bounds. And he's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, great protection right now from the secondary.
Good coverage sack there, then. Cooper Sullivan did a great job of forcing him out of bounds. That stopped the clock with 32 seconds to go. Sets up a third and 13 from the 40-yard line. Quarterback drops back. He comes to the near side, throws it down to number 13, and the pass is complete.
Big wobbly pass.
Wobbly pass, stayed up in the air quite a bit, but they've been going to that number 13 quite a bit. Good receiver there. 21 seconds to go. Look like Church Point's going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here with 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, Robert, how important it is that we hold them on this drive right here.
Yeah, because, we don't need them to score because they get the ball coming back out. They're up 13-7, so we don't want to put ourselves in that position.
No, that's exactly right. Defense has been on the field for a lot tonight, so I know they're not getting gassed yet, but it'd be nice for them to get a little bit of a break.
So, at the halftime, like we said earlier, we're going to come back and we'll talk a little bit about the first half. Then we're going to take a break, and, you'll be able to see the Menard Eaglettes, at halftime do their halftime performance. So stick around with us, and, we're not going anywhere. We'll always have that camera, running, so.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of moms and dads that have little kids at the house trick-or-treating tonight, but they're tuned into the game tonight because they couldn't make it tonight. So
right.
We'll let them watch the dancers and all that good stuff.
If you can't, tune into us and, and watch these kids play, Quarterback drops back, number 17. He's looking, he's going down. He's got a receiver. And looked like pass interference on the Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like Brooks Juneau didn't get his head turned around. He was there, but he's got to turn that head around. But, I hate to say this, but I'd rather take the penalty than the touchdown.
Well, that was NFL rules. It'd be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's right.
So. And that'll be 15 yards from the spot of the, from the line of scrimmage. So that's 14 seconds left to go from the original line of scrimmage. So 14 seconds left to go in the first half. Church Point up 13-7.
They still have 1 timeout.
Menard's, lone touchdown came on a interception by T. Sam Bricata, who took it back 80 yards, for a touchdown. Another score, Tioga's up 41-14 over Grant in the second quarter. Heavy pressure. Oh. Quarterback number 17 was under heavy pressure.
Janice was almost on him.
Janice was on him again. Peyton Purcell was there.
Forced him to throw a kind of a wobbly pass right there, and it almost got picked off.
We almost got picked off right there. You could catch our group of 446 teams down there on the Sadler's Towing scoreboard. We are live from the Trios press box here, I say via Church Point. 8 seconds left to go. It looks like that Church Point's going to come out and attempt a field goal from about 42 yards. And looks like Church Point has decided they're going to take a timeout.
Yep, that's
we're
their
going to keep. We're going to keep it right here. That's going to be their final timeout.
Well, it's a long field goal, 1. 2, you put a lot of pressure on a kicker on a long field goal. Crazy things happen. So that's kind of what we're hoping for on this play. And of course, you always got to watch the fake, but I don't foresee a fake happening.
I was sort of surprised when I saw, it was second down. Because they don't have any more timeouts left
right.
now, so they can't. They got to do something now because they don't want to get caught, inbounds, and the clock's going to run her out.
That's
so
right. Just add to the lead a little bit.
They're going to give it a shot. It's going to be a 42-yarder.
And this kicker missed the extra point earlier, so he may be a little bit rattled.
We'll see how it goes here. Let's see what not many high school kids are going to attempt a 42-yarder in a game. Here we go in the kick, and he's got the distance, and he's got it, and it's good. So that's going to make it 16-7 with 3 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, Robert, is it too much to ask if we can run this kick back?
No, we can always.
Okay, all right.
But I don't think
checking.
they probably won't allow us. They'll probably do some sort of
some squib kick.
Some sort of squib kick up the middle. I don't think they'll give us, that.
Oh, but that front line is dying to catch the ball.
Oh yeah.
They all dream about catching the ball and running back a touchdown. So maybe we can have something like that happen for them tonight.
With 3 seconds left to go, they're my guess is they're going to just do some sort of squib kick, down the middle. Hopefully the time, let the time run out. So coach is going to come up here, at the second half, and they're going to go into the break, and they're going to, try to regroup, try to get this offense.
Yeah, we have been a second half team a lot this year, so this game shouldn't be any different than that.
And here's the kick. We got actually a squib kick down the middle, caught by Austin Parra. And we may have one play left to go at the end of the first half.
1 second left.
1 second left to go, and
You know what I love? I love a big pass to Hicks on this one play.
Just why not?
Why not? You talk about a game changers on something like that. Look, we've seen them do it so many times throughout the season. Why can't we do it right now? If I was playing Madden football on PlayStation, that's what I would do.
Right.
But, the real game's a little bit different. And that's why I'm not a coach either.
Look like quarterback Jake drops back. He's got Matthew Hicks there. He's going to pick up some yardage there, and that's going to be the end of the first half. It's halftime. Church Point Bears 16, your Eagles 7. We're gonna come right back, and we'll talk a little bit about the first half for just a few minutes, and we'll get the half. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come when we come back. The Golden Eaglettes are going to come out to perform, so we'll just get out there and let them perform. And you're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
I'll get it. I got the piece. to thank you all for being here and supporting our students. Boy, do we have a thrilling halftime show for you tonight. For the first time in over a decade, the Church Point High School Band, the Lady Bear Dance Team, and the cheerleaders will be performing together for your halftime entertainment. Tonight, musical selections will include the theme from Ghostbusters and Michael Jackson's hit short topper, Thriller. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the pride of Church Point.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at louisianakubotadealers.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
We're back here in Church Point via the Trios press box. Halftime score, Church Point 16, your Menard Eagles are 7. Ryan, defense was the we got our lone point via the interception by T-Sam, but defense stayed on the field quite a bit. Second half, we just need to try to find something established on offense. Try to get a rhythm. Try to push the ball down the field and see if we can, mount some scores.
No, that's exactly right here. I was talking to a couple people during halftime right now, and a couple things we'd love to see is maybe pass the ball a little bit more, maybe a couple dump passes, and try to spread the field out a little bit more. Maybe that's kind of what my coaching instinct tells me, and looks like we're about to get the kickoff.
Kids on the kick, good kick down the about the 10-yard line, and he picks it up and goes down the far sideline for us, and he's going to be tackled out about the 35-yard line. That's where Port Burial set up 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. We were just talking about we just need to try to find something, on offense that that we can get comfortable in, that's going to work for us, where we can, try to get some sustained drives, try to keep this defense off the field, because they were on the field quite a bit in the first. Yeah,
well, the good thing about the Menard team, I guess it's good and bad, is a lot of these players do play both ways anyway, so they're no more tired than they normally would be.
Exactly. Handoff up the middle to number 23. Going to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Yep, met by Brooks Juneau again.
Called Brooks Juneau's name quite a bit. You know, he and, Wyatt Hayward as well.
Yeah, you know, it's a double-edged sword when you're calling the cornerback and the safety's name a lot. That means they're getting through the into the secondary right there, and they're having to make the tackle.
Yeah, that's.
But they are making the tackle
But
nonetheless.
they're making the tackles as well. Hand off to back up the middle. Oh, option to number 23. And then we got a flag on the far side about the 45-yard line. We're going to see what that flag's about.
Well, the option got me there, I'll tell you.
He got me. Matter of fact, he's got me twice.
Looks like they're going to back him up.
Back him up. Look like they're going to be holding on Church Point there. They come out. It's almost like a triple option there. I mean, I thought, we had an inside, option, inside option there, and then he pitches it, and he did a great job on that read option. I can tell you, because he got me.
Yep.
That's going to set up it's going to move it back. It's going to be a 2nd and 9. Handoff up the middle to number 23 again. Hit by a host of Eagles, especially number 20, T. Sam Bricata. So that's going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, during halftime, I got a couple calls from some people that are watching the game back home. So big shout to the Brunick's household. I know they're watching it right now, and he said everything looks good on camera. So we're going to keep on doing what we're doing.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, Church Point from the 40-yard line. Just the start of the 3rd quarter. Number 13 comes in motion. Handoff up to number 23 again.
He found some grass.
Bouncing bass. And he is tackled down about the 20-yard line by number 7, Austin Parra. They've had a lot of success going, up the middle. Big kid.
Yeah, he's a head runner right there.
He runs with this, not a lot of north and south. A lot of just, north and south. And he was going north and south because this is the way that field sets up, north and south, or south-north. Number 13 comes back in motion. Another read option off to number 13. Slipped up by 20, T. Sam Bricata.
Yeah, he slowed him down right there a little bit, and looks like he's slow to get up. Yeah, they're mixing it up right now. They're definitely they're running the dive up the middle, and then they're sucking the linebackers in and kind of getting the defense used to that, and then they're bouncing it to the outside, kind of finding a bit of a weakness right now.
Sooner or later, for me, they're going to run that, and the quarterback's going to step back up on the option and see if he can come back over the top.
Yeah, well, that's what makes the option so beautiful. Whenever you run it and you're good at it, you have the option to do whatever you want to do with it.
Exactly. Handoff. There was a read option there to the quarterback, and he's going to pick up enough for a first down.
Looks like Church Point definitely coming out strong this 3rd quarter. Got us pinned up right now pretty good.
First and goal, Church Point. 8.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. I got to moving around a little bit. Need to try to get up here and stay still.
Yeah, what is the temperature right now?
Handoff number 23 goes right around the right side and goes in for the score. 57 degrees. 58, yep. That makes the score 22-7 Church Point. We'll see if they elect to go for 2 here. to put them up.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for 2. See their big quarterback run back out to the field, number 17.
To put them up 24-7, what they're trying to do. Hand off to number 23 again. He's up the middle, and he's going to go in for the 2-point conversion. It's going to make it a 24-7. So we're going to go to a break, and we're going to come right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports. All right, we're back. Church Point takes the opening second half kickoff and goes down for the score. Makes it 24-7 Church Point with 8:14 to go in the third quarter. Cutter Knowles, Sam Bricata back to take the kickoff. Ball comes down to Cutter Knowles about the 15-yard line. He goes back up toward the middle. Got a little bit of a room.
Got a big block by T-Sam right there.
And he's going to be stopped about the 25-yard line, so he picks up about 10 yards on the return, where the Eagles will start the second half, their first possession, 1st and 10 on from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to see if let's see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime and see how fired up these Eagles come out. The Eagle offense comes out.
The Eagles are coming out with 2 receivers near side and 2 the far side. So we got a 4 wide receiver with Sam in motion, and he got a little bit of a room there.
Yeah, that was a different play than what we've seen so far right there.
So that's about a 3. Picked up about 3 on the play, so that's going to set up a 2nd and 7.
I like this, moving kind of quick it seems like.
Don't let them settle in. Just try to get them off there, change them up a little bit. Jake drops back. He's looking to the near side of Cutter Knoll. Cutter catches it.
Yep, good pass, good catch.
Picks up a couple there. So leaves us, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 left to go. Good catch by Cutter there.
Yep, the offense is definitely moving at a quicker pace right now.
Yeah. Quick pass to Zach Doza out there on the far side. Looked like he has picked up enough for a first down. Great job by Zach Doza out there, number 1.
Yeah, for sure. In the first half, I think we only had 1 first down. So we've already tied that with our first possession right now. So looks like some changes have been made.
Jake drops back. He's under a lot of pressure. He's escaping the pressure. He may pick up about 2 or 3 on the play there. Goes out of bounds. Didn't see very much. Good coverage by Church Point. So he'll bring up about 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 6.
Yeah, the Eagle offense is on the ball. I love it.
Yeah. 2nd and 6. From the 46. Jake drops back, is under pressure, steps up.
Hold on to the ball.
Escapes the pressure.
Lovely.
Gets outside the pocket.
Great job getting away from the tacklers there because they had him pinned up pretty good, and he was able to escape and throw it out of bounds.
We got a flag on the play. Don't know what this one's going to be here. Happened right around the 45-yard line.
Looks like it's on them.
They're going to mark that off.
Maybe defensive holding?
Defensive holding. That was probably right around where Cutter was down here.
Yeah.
About the 45. So that's going to make it a first down for the Eagles with 6:46 to go in the third quarter. great escaping ability by Jake there because he was under a lot of pressure, and smart move by just trying to throw it away, instead of, heavy pressure around the right side. He tries to step up the middle, and he's going to go down. He's got another flag, and from where that flag came from as far as the umpire, it's probably going to be a holding on the offense.
Yeah, I think that was Morin. That's going to get called for holding on that one.
So that's going to push it back 10. And so that's going to set up a 1st and 20.
Yeah, a good passing game relies on good blocking, so in order for us to do that, we need to step up. Everybody does.
Come on, Eagles. Jake drops back under pressure a lot, and he's going to go down for another sack for another loss of about 5 on the play. They're bringing a lot of pressure. They're already very big up front with number 6, 56, 21, and then they're just bringing an extra, 1 or 2 linebackers, and it's, got 6:06 halfway through the third quarter. 2nd and long. Quick pass out to Cutter Knoll. Try to get him in some space. And he may have picked up about, maybe picked up about 1 on the play.
Well, I will say this, it's the right idea, these little dump passes that we were talking about.
They got a lot of team speed. That team, Church Point's got a lot of speed on the outside. Their corners and their safeties are pretty quick. Eagles are back with, 2 receivers on the far side and 2 on the near. Jake drops back. He's looking. He's
got time.
He's looking for Matthew Hicks down here about the 45-yard line, and was just off the mark a little bit there. So that's going to set up a 4th down with 5:19 to go in the third quarter. Church Point Bears are up 24-7, and the punt unit's going to be coming out. Jake, he's looking. He was looking for an option to see if there was anything that he could, as far as take it off and run for a 1st down. And punt goes out about the 35-yard line. We're going to go to a break, and we're going to come right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail.
All right, we're back. Second possession for the Church Point Bears in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Hand off to number 23 again up the middle, and he picks up about 10 on the play.
Slowed down by T-Sam and Wyatt Hayward there.
And Austin Parr was in there on the tackle as well.
Yeah, back to that punt. I do like that option punt that we do right there where, you give Jake enough time and he says, you know what, there's a guy open right there. Let me go ahead and fire this ball out there and get a cheap 1st down.
Or if I can take off and everybody's gone downfield, whether I can, take that option and run it for a 1st down.
And it has worked a couple times this year, so I like the option of it. Looks like a stunt's coming.
Quarter pass out into the flats, incomplete pass intended for number 2 for Church Point. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, look, you put the pressure on the quarterback right there, and you make him throw it fast, and he throws an incomplete pass right there. So the defense has not let up all game. I will say that. They're still coming with a full head of steam.
4:50 to go in the third quarter. Church Point up 24-7. Pressure off the outside and give it to number 23, and he goes up the middle. He's going to pick up another about 2 or 3 on the play.
Met with a wall of white. Like a whole bunch of men on the tackle right there.
You want to try to catch some scores, from our 446 teams in the area. Check the Sadler's Toe and Scrolling scoreboard down at the bottom of the screen. You'll catch the updated scores of Ash and Ouachita. And Ash is up 21-7 right now. And you'll also catch the Tioga and Grant game as well. So look down at the bottom for the Sadler Toe and Scrolling scoreboard. Handoff up, number 23 up the middle. He's got some room. Miss a tackle there, and he keeps going. Tackled by number 17, Matthew Hicks, for a big play for Church Point. 1st and 10. Church Point.
I like the defensive call, and there's a lot of stunning going on. But the only bad thing about a stun is whenever they break through right there, there's no linebackers right there to catch them.
3:37 to go in the third quarter. Church Point up 24-7. Handoff to number 23. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, Mr. Buller in on that tackle. Good stop there.
Branson Buller, number 31. Good tackle on there. Great to see Branson back after that, coming back from that injury,
Yeah, it's hard to miss, 6 games and just bounce right back and kind of fall into the flow of things, and he's done a pretty good job of kind of bouncing back into it.
He's done a great job.
Just missing out on all that physicality right there.
They have it in them. They want to be there just as much as anybody,
Yeah.
Quarterback drops back. He's got –
Hicks was a step away from being able to pick that off, and looks like he could have gone the house.
Yeah.
Gone to the house.
Matthew saw that one coming, broke pretty good on, he read that one pretty well. If he'd got his hands on that one, you're exactly right. He would have gone to the house on that. So that sets up, another 3rd down and 10. Probably going to see number 23 again right here.
The Eagle Band trying to get loud for us, get the crowd into it, get the team into it. They sound great tonight.
Hand off to number 23 up the middle again. And he's going to come up a little bit short. He may have gained about 4 on the play. So that's going to bring up 4th down. We'll see whether they, kick a field goal or whether they're going to, try to.
Yeah, the Eagle red zone defense is been strong tonight. A couple of their plays have been just kind of breakaway plays. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Look like they're going to call a timeout. They were getting close to the. We're going to keep it right here. It looked like the play clock was running down, and Coach Poole from Church Point elects to call a timeout. But we're going to keep it right here.
Yep. Well, we got less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. That third quarter went by pretty quick. It seems like.
It's only 8:40 here, but it's. So the Eagles, defense have played extremely hard. Next week we do go back. We go on the road again next week to finish off the regular season at Port Barry on Tuesday night in a very, very crucial district game. All district games are crucial, and you want to, especially for these seniors, especially the last regular season home game. You want to go out on top and make yourself known. So, next week we'll be live from Port Barry. We'll go on the air at 6:30, and hope you tune in and join us. So here we're going to set back up. 1:56 to go in the third quarter. Church Point up. Church Point's going for it on 4th and 3. And off to number 23 up the middle, and he is stacked, and he has lost the football. The Eagles come up with the recovery on that one.
Great defensive stand there.
Great defensive stand there. I can't remember whether that was Sawyer Brown that was, recovered the fumble or who it was, but, Janice and all that whole defensive front was right there, and they knew that was coming. So let's see if we can get some, an offense coming here. We got a long way to go. We got about 90 plus yards, 80.
Yeah, well, we saw signs of it the series before that we can get some positive yards here. So let's keep up with some of that momentum. Looks like we've kind of switched our offense up a little bit.
We've gone back to more of that wing, more of a tight formation. That was a handoff. That was to
Moran, was it?
Aid Moran, and may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there.
Clock is a ticking.
Jake drops back. He's looking. He doesn't have much room to go.
Yeah, he was looking for Hicks right there. Hicks got held up at the line right there, but he was trying to get behind the cornerback right there. And Jake just didn't have enough time to let the play develop.
That's going to set up a 3rd and long from about the 3-yard line. Timeout Eagles. We're going to take a break and come right back with 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
All right, we're back. 3rd and long. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Church Point Bears up 24-7. Jake drops back. He's trying to go down the field to Matthew Hicks.
Ooh, looks like could have been a flag there. Like the fans are calling for a flag at least.
No flag on the play. Take a shot there, and a good decision to take a shot,
Yeah, for sure, especially to Hicks. I mean, he's made some great plays all season long, so why not throw it to him?
You get him, one-on-one, anything could happen, pass interference, So Jake's going to be back. 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jake's going to be back from the back of the end zone, for a punt. Heavy pressure.
Got it away quick, though.
Got it away. Had to get it away quick. The ball's going to come back down. He's going to settle in about the 44-yard line. So about a 40-yard punt there for Jake.
Yeah, got a good Eagle bounce right there.
We're going to come back and take a timeout. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy.
All right, set it up. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Church Point. Handoff to number 7 up the middle. Almost like and he's going to be enough for a first down. Picks up about 10.
Yeah, I see, the defensive line is causing a lot of confusion right there, and he's bouncing it out to the outside right there.
Yep.
Looks like we may run the third quarter out.
They're going to run. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. And we're going to come right back, take another timeout. Start of the fourth quarter. Church Point Bears are up 24-7. We'll be right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
All right, we're back. Started the fourth quarter. Church Point Bears are up 24-7 on the 32-yard line of your Eagles. Hand off to number 23 again up the middle.
Dragging a couple of Eagles with him on that play. Looks like, who was that, Brooks?
Brooks, T-Sam. Got to sit down for just a minute. Been on my feet all day.
Well, yeah, and it's chilly out here.
It is chilly outside. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 4. We'll probably be seeing a lot of number 20, number 23 here before.
Yeah, going to do some clock management.
They're going to do some clock management here. Hand off to number 23 again. Goes around the left side. Stopped by Jacob Janice there. To set up, we've been, we forced them, into 3rd and long, and quite a bit tonight. We just having a hard time getting off the field on 3rd downs. We'll set up a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. 10:48 to go in the contest.
Definitely still in the ball game here.
Oh, absolutely. Quarterback drops back. Got it. Almost a interception by number 6, Brooks Juno, across the middle. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're going to see what Church Point does here. Probably just a little bit out of the range for the kicker. He's probably, for him, probably if the ball was on the 25, that would make it about a, about a 42-yarder or so. Quarterback drops back, number 17. Receiver in the number 13, look like he's going to come up. He'll be short for a first down.
All right.
That'll be a turnover of downs there. So the Eagles hold again.
Yeah, offense going to be back on the field and see if we can't move the ball upfield. Hey, look, you get one more touchdown, Menard's back in the game easily.
We're within 10,
Got another text message from someone at back in Alexandria watching the game. He said, "Go Eagles."
Got another score update. Tioga is up on Grant 68-14 on senior night at the reservation. I had another score that I saw. Ruston was up on Pineville 49-6 in the third. So that's running clock. Jake takes a snap up the middle. Tackled by a host of Bears there, including number 6.
Got a couple yards on it looks like.
21-6 are some big boys up front.
Yep. I know I played a little bit of center whenever I played out here, and you know that's a tough position. You got to do multiple things. You got to snap the ball. You got to see who you're going to block, and then you got to execute.
You're really the captain. Jake's looking. He's looking. Nowhere to go, and he throws it out of bounds. Looked like Jake is going to come up. Took a hard hit there.
Yeah, I think he was having some elbow problems a little bit. Looks like he may have taken a shot on the arm there. Looks like we're going to put quarterback number 2 in.
Got Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton Purcell's the backup, and he's going to get a little game time here. Peyton's got a great arm, too. Let's see if Jake can't shake that off. And
hand off to Aiden Moran up the middle for no gain on the play. So that's set up it's going to set up a 4th down.
Jake's got to get back out there to punt the ball.
Gutsy right there for number 3. You know, given everything he's got, and he comes out for an injury and got to go back and punt, and he goes right back at it. You know, good punt.
Oh,
number 13, balls on the ground.
Looks like he was able to recover that. Great punt by Jake there. Let him come on the sideline and get a little bit of rest on that arm. Put the Eagle defense back on the field. And
we're going to go to a break. We're going to come right back. You're watching Menard Eagles football on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique.
And
we're back. 8:53 to go in the contest. Handoff to number 23. Goes up the middle. Going to pick up about 12 yards on the play. Clock continues to run at 8:46 to go.
Like Peyton Purcell got in on that tackle. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Hicks. Excuse me. Eagle defense still fighting. I see Janice down there. Still wanting some more action.
Handoff to number 23 again. He's met at the line by a host of Eagles. Jacob Janice,
yeah,
Sam.
looks like Sawyer was the first one to slow him down.
Cooper Sullivan. Set up 2nd and long. 8:03 to go in the.
Yeah, looks like number 23, we're kind of wearing them down a little bit, Robert. So that Eagle defense is doing what they're supposed to do. Stopping him a little bit, giving him a couple yards, meeting him in the backfield every once in a while.
2nd and long, 7:42 to go in the handoff. Number 23 again up the middle, and he's going to pick up at about 7 or 8 on the play. He's going to bring up about third and 3.
Yeah, number 16 Wyatt Hayward on the stop right there. Another big play for the Eagle defense here. If we can hold them here, we'll get a punt, possibly.
Flag on the play. False start against Church Point, moving back 5 yards, so bring up 3rd and 8. A 3rd and 8, 6:55 to go in the game. Church Point up 24-7. Handoff to number 23 up the middle, broke a tackle, and he's going to be close to a first down. He can maybe about a yard short.
Yeah, he was tripped up in the backfield a little bit, and he kind of kept stumbling forward and met by Wyatt again.
Big running back right there, guys. We've been seeing a lot of him all night. He's a big kid.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it for this 4th and 1 and control the clock, control the ball. We're about halfway done with the 4th quarter.
Oh, he stripped up. He's going to come up short.
Another turnover on downs.
Cooper Sullivan was in there right there and made the stop. Tripped him up just enough to where he could come up. Did not make the first down. We're going to keep it right here.
Yeah, what is that? Probably the third, at least the 3rd time that turnover on downs. So that tells you that the Eagle defense is not stopping.
No.
Looks like Jake Vaughn is still out nursing an elbow injury. So we've got Peyton Purcell in, who's familiar with the offense, and
here we have Peyton as in his quarterback, also in his defensive line too. Handoff to middle up to Aiden Moran, no place to go. Tackled by number 21 for Church Point there. May have lost one on the play. Going to set up 5:35 to go in the game. Looked like offsides on Church Point there. Got in the neutral zone. Didn't get bags.
Hey, we'll take 5 however we can get it right now.
Absolutely. Peyton drops back. Got Matthew Hicks.
Yep. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, one good thing about playing both ways, you come in at quarterback and you're warmed up because you've been playing defense all night.
3rd and 2. Look like that's going to be another 5 yards. It's going to be enough for a first down for the Eagles.
Well, Robert, it had been Halloween and all. I hadn't seen a big bag of candy yet for us. None of our fans have brought us any Reese's or anything like that.
You're exactly right, and I wish I would have had. I need a little bit of sugar right now. So I hope all you kiddos out there has got a bunch of candy, but don't eat all of it because you don't want to start going to the dentist. Hand off to Aiden Moran up the right side. He's got a little bit of a room.
Yes, he does.
It'll be enough. About 7 on the play.
I'm not sure if Church Point maybe put some of their second stringers in.
Well, they hadn't on the front on their front 4. I can tell you that.
Yep.
They haven't made still the same guys out there.
Peyton drops back.
Throws a hard pass right there, but someone almost scooped it up.
Almost interception there. .4:14 to go in the contest. Church Point up 24-7. Peyton drops back under heavy pressure, intended for Matthew Hicks across the middle. Incomplete pass, so that's going to be up fourth and 1.
I like the play call. What do you got to lose at this point?
You got to go for it. I mean, you've got 4:10 to go. You're down 17 points. Handoff to Aiden, goes around the right side. He's going to be enough for a first down.
Yep, easy first down there.
Easy first down. Good job by the offensive line.
Yep, going to move the chains, going to stop the clock, and Menard has put together a little drive right here, Robert.
Come out a little quicker up tempo. Trying to get set here. Waiting on the call from Coach Julio. Snap by Peyton. He scrambles. Got a little bit of a room.
Oh, can we get a flag?
Yep. Get a flag there.
Yep, he was all over him. Who was that? T-Sam was out there.
Intended for T-Sam, pass interference.
Look, Peyton did a good job of scrambling right there. Scrambled around, found an open eagle, and threw it over to him, and good pass interference called there.
I know Church Point don't want to give up that touchdown because they're trying for their defense is trying to not allow a touchdown. The only score for the Eagles tonight's been on an interception return for by Sam Mercado that went 80 yards. So Peyton drops back, has Matthew Hicks for a short gain. He'll go out of bounds and stop the clock. Pick up about 4 on the play with 3:16 to go in the game.
He must have stayed in bounds because the clock is still
that's
running.
True.
Eagle fans still into it, I will say that.
Yeah.
Fighting just as hard as much as the players.
Snap over Peyton's head. Not much Peyton could do on that one. Peyton's a pretty tall kid, and that went way over his head. Not much he could do there.
Yeah, you just kind of got to try to fall on it whenever something like that happens, and hope for the best right there. That's when you're not practicing quarterback that much, you're going to have some of those mistakes that come. Eagle defense back on the field with 2:43 left in the fourth quarter, and if I had to guess, I'd say we're gonna see a lot of running the ball for the rest of the game.
A lot of that number 23, between now and 2:42 to go in the game. There he is again. Number 23 goes up the middle, goes around the left side.
Breaks a couple tackles. Pushed out of bounds by Jack Simpson. There, yeah.
.234 to go in the game. First and 10, Church Point from the 44-yard line. Handoff to number 23 up the middle. He's got room. Shakes a tackle. Tackled by Sam Bricata. Go out at the 27-yard line. It'll be another first down for Church Point.
Yeah, at this point in the game right now, you know, the defenses, they've been on the field all night long right now, so they're getting worn down. I mean, and 23 is he's been running hard all night long. So right now they're getting what 8 to 10 yards a play, it seems like. But the clock is running.
Handoff to number 23 again. It's gonna be stopped on the play.
Looks like
Brooks Juno on the tackle, Wyatt Hayward on the tackle, Jack Simpson on the tackle. Loss of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, you know, even on the few losses that we've had this year, the offense and the defense has not given up just because it's the fourth quarter with a minute left. And I will say that that's a testament to good coaching right there and just good players overall.
Handoff number 23 up the middle. Probably gained about 5 on the play. You know, with we're down to about 60 seconds left to go in the game. We may have maybe one more play.
Yeah, it's third down, so they gotta try to get a first before they can just run the clock out.
That, or, you know, do you keep running or you just go into victory?
Yeah,
formation?
well, let's see. Yeah, they could definitely go into victory at this point. We'll see what they're going to do.
Yep, they're in victory formation. You know, that's going to be it. That'll be the last play of the contest. He takes a knee, and that's going to be it, folks.
Yeah, you know, that's definitely not the turnout that we wanted. We came out strong in the first quarter and, you know, had a really, really good ball game right there in the beginning. And got some pressure on us, got some pressure on the offense, or just where we just couldn't move the ball tonight.
Yeah, and they're, you know, big physical team, you know, that we played tonight, and they came out, and we had our heads full, and we knew that, you know, from the get-go. But, you know, we'll just regroup, get ready for you know, next Thursday night. Be a little bit more of a short week, and, you know, try to get some rest, and, you know, sleep in tomorrow, you know, for these guys, because it's been a tough night.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, we're gonna break it up in here. We're gonna just, you know, get ready to call it in for the evening. But for Ryan, thank you for stepping in for John tonight. Nick, Landon, I know Landon has been listening to us on the broadcast tonight. We will see you again next Wednesday night.
We're at the Coaches Show.
At the Eagles Nest Coaches Show with Coach David Perkins at Bricata's. At 7 o'clock, come out and please join us, and, you know, listen to Coach Perkins, and come next Thursday night as we travel down to Port Barry next Thursday night for our last regular season football game against Port Barry Red Devils. For Robert, for Ryan, for Nick, and for Landon, we thank y'all for watching. And final score from here from Church Point Bears 24-24, your Eagles 7.